that we are going to have the same bond that large-scale mining company have with every small-scale cooperative mining in the new dispensation that we are bringing. Everybody, cooperative mining, small-scale mining, everybody must be responsible for what we are doing. Every acre degraded by mining will be reclaimed. Portions of cooperative mining revenues will fund critical infrastructure. Mining revenues will no longer vanish into private pockets. They will help build schools, hospitals, clean water systems to improve the quality of life in that community. Because Nana, you and your community are the drivers of this program. Another critical piece of this framework is support from stakeholders, including large-scale mining companies. And I have also asked the question, every university has a primary school. So why is it that large-scale mining companies are not creating cooperative mining that they are guiding and supporting with all their good practices and safety standards? We are challenging every large-scale company to support every cooperative mining in their area with cooperative support. And I'm very happy that we have made a lot of progress with our discussion with AngloGold, and they are going to take the lead. Let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. We expect large-scale mining companies to have cooperative mining program in their operating layers, as I've said. And in the coming weeks, we'll roll out cooperative mining schemes nationwide. Each cooperative will undergo training and certification in collaboration with the University of Mines, alongside a fast-track mining licensing process, as I've said. Government will provide the policy and resources under this program. Traditional leaders will be the stewards with community engagement, and the private sector partners will bring expertise and investment. This is going to be the three-way strategy that we are going to work together to create this cooperative mining. So let us seize this opportunity to redefine the future of artisanal and small-scale mining in Ghana. Together, we can build a future where relentless pursuit of resources beneath the surface of the earth is safe, legal, and sustainable. Where our youth have skills, our land flourishes, and our communities prosper. We must collectively work to turn our waters blue and our forests green through responsible and sustainable mining. We begin this journey today. And now with your presence, we will need your support to make this cooperative mining a success. We are here to empower you. We are here to help us to succeed in this journey. We must succeed. We have no option. It is our obligation for future generations that we succeed. So on that note, Nana, I have the honor to declare the responsible cooperative mining duly launched.
Lands and Natural Resources Minister Emmanuel Amakufo-Addo speaking at the launch of the Responsible Mining and Skills Development Program. Now, how will this help in the fight against illegal mining? Coordinator of Eco-Conscious Citizens, Awula Sewa, is joining us on Zoom for more on this. Now, good evening and thanks for joining us on Newsnight. If you can kindly unmute. Right. Now, Awula Sewa, according to the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, this new program consolidates and replaces two earlier interventions, the Community Mining Scheme and the National Alternative Employment and Livelihood Program, by building on the lessons and addressing their shortcomings. Your thoughts on this?
Can you repeat that question, please?
I'd wanted to pick your initial thoughts on the launch of government's Responsible Mining and Skills Development Program.
Well, I'm sort of a little concerned. If you might notice, lots of statesmen have asked for a pause on all forms of small-scale mining, only because we don't have a robust monitoring regime in place. It's not just a question of giving people licenses. I mean, I give the example of a driving license. The fact that somebody has a driving license or has even been for driving lessons doesn't mean that automatically on receipt of the driving license, they're going to drive responsibly. So it's the same thing with whether you want to call it cooperative mining, small scale mining, whatever you want to call it. You need to have robust enforcement and a robust enforcement regime in place, robust monitoring so that you can ensure there's compliance. If you don't have that, you can have all the good intentions. It's going to be the same, or it can open the door to illegal mining. Look at community mining. It started with the best of ideas, but we suspended it because we recognize that community mining opens the door to illegal mining because the monitoring regime is not robust enough. We have not cured that. Cooperative mining has the same fatal flaws as community mining. So we can say all the right things. How is it going to combat illegal mining? The president told us that we face a national catastrophe. When you have a national catastrophe, or shall I say, he said a national emergency, you can't keep on doing things the same way. You need to pause. You need to pause and wait until you have a robust monitoring regime before you start launching cooperative mining or any other small scale mining. I'm just sort of a bit disappointed at the fact that we don't seem to realize that this is not going to stop the poisoning of our water bodies and the decimation of our forest reserves. We need to do something differently. And one way of doing things differently is to ensure that we have a robust monitoring and enforcement regime to ensure compliance, resource the duty bearers, which means that if anybody is mining legally, because even if you have a license, as Professor Frimpong Boateng said, if you have a license and you go outside the parameters of your license, you're engaged in illegal mining. So we need a robust system where you can quickly deal with people who decide to engage in illegal mining. We don't have that.
Okay. And also, do you believe that the new Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program will promote locally owned mining cooperatives, which will receive legal concessions?
See, how do I put it? What are we trying to do? We're trying to ensure that people who want to mine responsibly. If you want to ensure that, then you need to ensure that you have, as I've said, like a sports record, you have a robust monitoring regime in place. We don't have that. We don't have that. So even if you've trained them, even if you've got a good sharing of profit, even if you've done everything, they have been registered, it's not going to give you responsible mining. Responsible mining, you need to ensure that the duty bearers are resourced. They have the men, they have the logistics. If they need to go somewhere, they have the vehicles, the petrol, and there's a number that they can be called if there's illegal mining going on. I mean, earlier yesterday, we heard about the Birim River being diverted, and it took the likes of Deputy Director of Arocha, Darrell Busu, to report it before I believe the situation has been put under control. Even the Blue Water Dance who did it. But why would it have to be a civil society organization that would alert the duty bearers? It was a mining company that was attempting to, according to my information, divert water. So all these scenarios will continue. The poisoning of our water bodies will continue until we do things differently.
All right. Now, I will ask about, finally, before I let you go. Now, looking at what has played out the last week with the loss of lives of our 8 gallant men, do you think we are at a point where a state of emergency should be declared in the fight against illegal mining?
Yes. A state of emergency should be declared immediately, a targeted state of emergency, so that we can go to the hotspots, the forest reserves, the farmlands, and the water bodies. Others have added their voice, and I believe that this is the time. Too many lives have been lost. We start with the children who are falling into open pits and drowned. We had Major Mahama. We have the police officers who drowned whilst they were actively chasing illegal miners. We have the forestry officers who have been beaten, a couple killed. We have the journalists who have been badly beaten for trying to raise awareness about illegal mining. How many more lives or tragedies do we want to see before we declare a targeted state of emergency and remove the environmental terrorists from our forest reserves, farmlands, and water bodies? I believe if we want to honor those who have died in the line of duty, this is what we need to do. And before I go, I also want to say that the Volta region, as we stand now, is also at the risk of illegal mining. If we don't want the Volta region to become like the other areas which have been destroyed by illegal mining, we need to start now and give the environmental terrorists no place to hide. Let them know that enough is enough and we are coming after them.